in the phone booth, it's the one across the hall. If you don't answer, I'll just ring it off the wall. I know he's there, but I just had to call. Don't leave me hanging on the telephone. Don't leave me hanging on the telephone.
In this video we shall consider the microwaves. As we can see, microwaves are at the long wavelength end of the spectrum. Let's consider how microwaves can be used in cooking. But first of all, let's consider a conventional cooker. Here is a conventional cooker. Let's say it's a gas oven. When the oven is turned on, the walls of the oven will become hot. The hot walls will emit infrared radiation. If we're trying to cook a potato, the potato will absorb some of the infrared waves to a depth of 1 or 2 millimeters. The heat will then spread through the rest of the potato by conduction. In this way, it will take around an hour and a half for the potato to be cooked. Now let's consider what happens in a microwave oven. In a microwave oven, microwaves are created and scattered within the oven. The potato in the oven will absorb microwaves to a depth of around 10 millimeters, up to 10 times further than infrared waves were absorbed. Microwaves have an important property in that they cause water molecules to vibrate very fast. These fast vibrating water molecules create heat by friction inside the potato. The heat will then conduct through to the center of the potato by conduction. In this way, the potato will cook much faster than it would do in a conventional oven, only taking around 10 minutes. The most important use of microwaves today is in mobile phone technology. When somebody makes a phone call, a microwave is sent from their mobile phone to the nearest mast which is in line of sight. If the receiver phone is not in line of sight of this first mast, a copy of the signal will be sent to another mast until eventually it reaches a mast which is in line of sight of the receiver phone. A signal will be then sent down to that mobile phone and the phone will receive the signal. Mobile phones have many benefits. For example, they enable children to keep in contact with their parents. On a mountain expedition, they would be very useful if you needed to call for mountain rescue services. However, they do have some disadvantages compared to wired phones. Unlike wired phones, they do need a power supply. If the mobile phone runs out of power, it is useless. Sometimes there is poor reception due to mountainous or hilly areas, or perhaps poor weather where there is heavy rain which blocks the microwave signals. Some people worry that mobile phones are not safe. They argue that if we use microwaves for cooking, are we not cooking our brains? Will this not lead to brain cancer? All studies that have looked into this have found that mobile phones are very safe. The microwaves that are used for mobile phones are a much larger wavelength than those used for microwave ovens. Children may be at more risk than adults because their skulls are thinner, allowing more microwaves from the phone to reach the brain. Some people worry about living near a mobile phone mast. However, mobile phone masts are safe because of the distance between the mast and your brain.